After 15 years, I am going to survive hardcore Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft since 2010. That's for over 15 years. In all that time, I've never beaten the game in hardcore. Heck, I've never even started the game in hardcore. That's why I started a speedrun? Well, I've never done a speedrun either. But I wanted to test out my recording setup, and a speedrun seemed like the best way to do it. Alright, here we go. Test speedrun. Never done a speedrun before, but we will give it a shot. Okay. But I knew what I needed to do. I needed food, wool, and iron. And hey look, a sheep. My next step was to find trees and hopefully a village. Not a tree in sight. Off to a great start. Why are there no trees? Okay. Oh. Well, there's a village over there. Alright. Let's go to that. Some pig. We don't need no pig. Wow. A tree. Two trees. On the worst possible village. I feel like all of my village spawns are like in cliffs and just totally messed up. Never seen a normal village. It was time to get some blocks and loot this village. No. I wanted to craft an iron axe for getting blocks and for combat. This was hard mode after all. At this point I felt like things were going well, but I had no idea what this world had in store for me. Now I just needed some iron. Of course, the iron golem was going to be my best bet. Where'd my boy go? Oh, he's up there, okay. Are you gonna make this convenient? I did not realize how long this would take with a wooden axe. It was here that I made a pretty big mistake. Wow, couldn't do that any better, could I? I didn't mean to do that. Alright. I made a pick instead of an axe, so I decided to use it to go mining. Get myself set up for coal, I guess. It was time to make a furnace and start cooking. Make the thing I actually wanted. I tried to get rid of the poppy that the iron golem dropped, but this would come back to haunt me. You see some iron down there. And here's where I made the executive decision to try to drown myself by mining all the iron deep, deep, deep underwater. More than once while underwater, I thought it would be the end of the run. But I held out. 15 years of experience wasn't going to let me drown right at the beginning. Except right here, where I trapped myself in a small spot. Oh, okay. Take that, I guess. Luckily, the little air pocket was there to save my life. It was time to make some more tools to carry me through the next part of the game. Come on, flint, give me flint, give me flint. I planned to leave the village on a boat so I could find something better, but I decided to do some more looting first. I knew I would need some beds if I wanted to defeat the Ender Dragon quickly. What is this generation? What on earth? I used the jankiest dock in the world to craft myself a boat. The sun was setting and it was time to set sail myself. Well, there's my forest. Don't throw tridents at me, weirdo. What is this? This is cool. As I rode around what turned out to be an island, I noticed something. This world's just stunning. I started out planning to speedrun, but part of me wondered, did I really want to rush through this? Maybe this place deserved more than just a quick run. It's one of my favorite things about Minecraft. Even back in the alpha days, beauty can just be found anywhere. It truly is just what you make of it. If you want to see what I make of this journey, then please hit subscribe. Well, there we are. The great circle. There's a whole other half of that village I just never saw. But I was back in it. I decided to loot some more from the rest of the village and KO my first enemies. This is wild. I grabbed some more beds for the impending dragon fight. Thank you. And made my way into a cave, hoping to find some resources. But if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I love to build bases in caves. I dispatched a few zombies, and then the decision hit me. Alright, maybe this is my hardcore run. This is kind of too cool. While I mined the coal, I was mentally shifting gears. I'm not speedrunning this anymore. I'm gonna survive here for as long as I can. I crafted some torches to help light up the area. And that's when I discovered something in my inventory. I still ended up with the poppy from the iron golem. Now I feel bad. If this is not gonna be a speed run, and this is just gonna be a hardcore world, I think I feel bad for him. But I'm off to a good start. And I really like this generation around here. As I realized that this was no longer a test speedrun, I decided to pick up the commentary a little bit. Okay, I have 5 iron. Wood. I need wood. This one up over here, right? Let's go get some trees. I would rather not deal with skeletons right now. So, that's my goal. I am going to make a shield, build out that cave into a base, since I love cave bases. I heard a zombie. There we go. There it is. Don't get me. How's it going? Everyone's burning. How are you doing? And with that, I had survived the first night pretty handily. But I needed to get a lay of the land. Get some bones in case I find some dogs. And some massacre out here. Whoa. This is neat. I did, of course, get a little bit lost. That's not where my base is. That's still not it. Oh boy. So I need to secure a good food source. Food source secured. And let's get organized. I do want that. I want to remember that. Wow, I took all their beds. All right, let's get some bread. All right, step 1, I want to make this easier to get into. And mine this coal. There's something so satisfying about mining a vein of something. Okay. Hey. Remember how I said I wanted to make a shield? And how that was my priority? Yep. Let's get that done. Finally armed with a shield, the world had decided to put my skills to the test. And that's the end, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. We need some light in here. Good Lord. I managed to pull through, but I really wanted to avoid mob spawning in my base. All right, I might want to try to close some of this off. Instead, I'm lighting everything up. Compartmentalize. Oh, I feel like we are set on coal. You know what? That is safe. Yeah, I can't jump up there. Okay, yeah, let's just go down the right side so that no one can jump up. Let's do that. Securing my base was, of course, paramount to actually building it. This seems like a prime candidate for getting closed off, or at least filled in like that. Do that over here just in case. All right, what's our light situation? Pretty dark over here. Okay. With that, it was finally time to make the cave accessible. Okay, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set it up so I can do slabs. So I need several layers of 2. That might come out too far. Let's see. All right, let me have it come out here. And then what, curve around here? Seeing it, we'll upgrade from cobblestone eventually. Just drop a copper bar. Why do they drop copper bars? And there that goes. All right. Okay, a decent start, I'd say. I just realized that I'm gonna get dive bombed by creepers. That's not my favorite. All right, that's where that goes for now. Can remember our iron golem. I have the long-term goal to make a proper shrine to our iron golem sacrifice. Let's go make this staircase work. Don't want to hit my head. Make it nice and roomy. My favorite way to build in Minecraft is to integrate with the surrounding nature. Hence, my favorite cave bases. It goes pretty deep down here, does it? Okay, I should have known. Come on. Wow, that is really raining, eh? All right, I think we're pretty good on food. I think we need to go mining. So what's my best bet? Should I explore deeper in here? I think that's probably the way to go. What is this, the play? Why do we follow this down? Can always get back up in the water. All right, that is lava on top of gravel that is going to fall. I wonder if that will come back to bite me. That is so much copper. Holy cow. At last, it was time to mine. This is one of my favorite parts of Minecraft, is endlessly exploring caves and mining everything that I can find. Oh, I'm back. All right. I was really beginning to get a lay of the land around my base. Yeah, it's the same skeleton that shot me earlier. That's what you get. This continues up here, right? Maybe over here? Freaking bats. Here we go. I was very happy to find such a baller cave. Okay, but this looks like it's outside too. I want to jump, but I'm not going to. I'm glad there's a chasm. Home should be over here. Is this my... What? That's my bed. I can't... What? I guess I did take all of their beds, didn't I? Maybe I can't be too upset. Are you my... Maybe you can be my wife. Or maybe... Wait, how much can you move a villager while they're asleep? I guess quite a bit. I will sleep next to my new wife. I will name her... You're Meredith. That is a good amount of iron. I think that's a good time to call it. I've got a decent start. I feel at least a little bit secure here. Got to start building it out. I think I'm already sick of the villagers. So yeah, I'd call that a good start. I'll take that and log out here. Thank you so much for watching through to the end. It should be clear that I have a deep appreciation for Minecraft, but it's become extra special now that I get to share it with my son. He's 5 and has his own channel called A Wither Boy. And the whole reason I'm doing this hardcore survival challenge is because he wants to do it with me. But I decided that I actually needed to prove myself first. But once I beat the game, I'll be starting over with my son. It'll be my goal to keep him alive as well as myself. So if you want to follow along, please hit subscribe. I've been a Wither Dad, and don't forget that every block tells a story. Peace.